Namaste. I'm sure all of you have had a great day yesterday and a great day today and a great day every day. We are here today in the business of being the right person, that is being you, being at the right place, and that is here, and doing the right thing, that is doing anything, and doing it at the right time, that is doing it now. My dear brothers and sisters, the Oneness program is about growth. It is about growing in your life, and growth that is possible only because of deep self-knowing, because of deep learning. Learning that leads to growing, and growing that would ultimately lead you to serving, to contributing. So let us begin the day today with yet another beautiful experience of which AMMA BHAGAVAN envisage to give you. Life, we have seen, is possible to be lived in several ranges. There are some people who live life abject misery. Their entire experience of life, you ask them how does it taste, and they would tell you misery. And there are people who would tell you that life is a roller coaster ride, sometimes great, sometimes disappointing, sometimes exciting. There are also people who would tell you that life has been a rewarding experience. So what is life for you currently? Is your life a rewarding experience for which you are grateful to your Maker? Is your life an experience you feel has to undergo change, and the desire for change is something that is filled with a sense of urgency, that you cannot postpone a beautiful life anymore? Is that where you are? Or are you in a place of complacency that says, it's okay, life can be the way it is, and anyways, there's nothing I can do about it. Life is going to go on, and I'm a victim in the hands of life who has to go on experiencing whatever comes my way. What's your attitude? Depending on what your attitude is, my dear friend, is going to be the experience of grace, is going to be your level of learning from what AMMA and BHAGAVAN have got to do. So we begin the day with this premise. As children, we were told that life is essentially a quest to know oneself. Life is essentially a process of learning. Now, how many people are learning life? I have seen so many people who at the end of a life 80 years, at the end of a lifetime of 90 years, 70 years, just die with learning a simple lesson, a lesson of commons. At the end of their lifetime, what have they learned? There are some people who have learned as small a lesson as, I should have given more importance to people than to achievements. There are some other people who also discover, maybe I should not have been as angry as I was. There are also people who discover, maybe at the end of lifetime, that I should have been a little more expressive in my love. Or that I should not have taken what does not belong to me. Imagine 80 years of a lifetime to learn this one single lesson. And I also know of a lot of people who don't get to learn any at all, nothing. They live their lives in hate, in hurt, in pride, and in wounded arrogance, and that's how they go. Till the last breath of their life, they carry the same thoughts they've been having for the past 40 years, 50 years, thoughts of regret. That should have happened to me. Those people should have been unfair to me. The life, the world in which I have lived has been unfair to me. It has been unjust to me. A sense of regret is what they carry till their grave. By now we all know that our mind survives us, survives death. That means they have not learned anything. What lesson is it that we are going to carry back today? Is it possible that we can learn every day? Is it possible that we can grow every day? Is it possible that we can give of ourselves every day more and more? The entire one carry back today. Is it possible that we can learn every day? Is it possible that we can grow every day? Is it possible that we can give of ourselves every day more and more? The entire Oneness program is held tight by the threads that are drawn from the messages of Amma and Shri Bhagavan. Amma and Bhagavan's messages, their teachings and their insights have made men. They are known as makers of men across the world. They have influenced and transformed the lives of millions across the globe. There are thousands of people who come to them for the experience of becoming a new human being. One conversation with them can affect a lifetime. I have seen Amma and Bhagavan carve Davids out of rock and even make Michelangelos out of men. They not only to make yourself, they also equip you to make others as well. That is the power and grace that Amma and Bhagavan embody. Now, my dear friends, I won't hold you long. Let us get on to listen to Shri Bhagavan this week. Kindly pay attention and listen with tremendous.
Daivam Sharanam Gacchami.
Life is eternal. All are ever present. Your individual is but a note in the song of cosmic life. You alone, you do not live alone, and you do not go alone. You come down as group souls over lifetimes to learn your lessons and complete your incomplete missions. You choose to crisscross each other. Your short sojourn on the earth plane for your mutual evolution. Thus, you are indebted to your ancestors. You owe your life and existence. Your material and emotional well-being is irrevocably connected to the earth plane for your mutual evolution. Thus, you are indebted to your ancestors. You owe your life and existence. Your material and emotional well-being is irrevocably connected to the well-being of your departed ancestors. Just as every man is indebted to the earth that bears him, the trees shelter him, and light that supports him, you too are indebted to your ancestors, since it is their blood that flows through your veins and their thoughts that course through your consciousness. You should extend gratitude to them through prayers for their moksha. Spirits would soar to higher worlds on the wings of blessings invoked by your prayers.
Now, if only you would reminisce the message that Bhagavan spoke just now. Think back at it. What a revolutionary message. All of our life, we've only heard people say, threaten us and tell us, you came alone and you're going to be people and all this is an illusion. You're going to leave everybody. You're going to get back alone. Beware. You're going to live a lonely life back from here till eternity. The togetherness and companionship is possible only on the planet, not before you came here, not after you leave from here. Lie. What an illusion. Shri Amma and Shri Bhagavan say, you did not come alone, you do not live alone, you do not go back alone. That is, you came according to a divine agreement. The child that was due here came into your life according to a divine agreement. Prior to your being born, all of you waited, you selected the right places, and all of you jumped down in parachutes. Coming down, deciding, I'll be the son, you be the father. Okay, come on, let us all facilitate learning together. Let us create this evolution in consciousness. So you did not come alone, you came together. And you lived together. And going back, again you're accompanied with friends. You're going to meet all these people. That is why, let your relationships more seriously than you take anything. You perhaps would not take back your graduation certificate with you. But you take back your friend with whom you studied. You will meet them. You meet people, at least those relationships with whom you have very, very close contact. They come down into your life for a purpose. Even if they are going to be relationships which hurt you, they are meant to teach you lessons. Every human being who comes into your life has come down for a purpose, and they've come down to create that evolution in your consciousness. Should you not be grateful to them? Those people who are responsible for your birth, your parents, your grandparents, do you know that all of you are down for a purpose, and they've come down to create that evolution in your consciousness? Should you not be grateful to them? Those people who are responsible for your birth, your parents, your grandparents, do you know that all of you are intertwined, all of you are interlinked? That is the statement of Shri Bhagavan.
You come down as groups over lifetimes to learn your lessons and complete your incomplete missions. You choose to kiss each other during your short sojourn on the earth plane for your mutual evolution. Thus, you are indebted to your ancestors. You owe your life and existence to them. Your material and emotional being is irrevocably connected to the well-being of your ancestors. Just as every man is indebted to the earth that bears him, the trees that shelter him, and life that supports him, you too are indebted to your ancestors, since it is their blood that through your veins and their thoughts that course through your consciousness.
What is Sri Bhagavan saying? Sri Bhagavan is saying that each one of us owe to our ancestors. What is Sri Bhagavan saying? Sri Bhagavan is saying that each one of us owe to our ancestors. The blood that flows in our body, we get from them. The property, our ideas, our thoughts, even our culture, we inherit from them. We have taken so much from them, but what do we give them in return? Do we even give them gratitude in return? Human life, unfortunately, has become complex and so estranged from love that all of us have become strangers to gratitude. Shri Amma and Shri Bhagavan are telling all of you that if you have to have a life of tremendous well-being, economically, spiritually, emotionally, and even health-wise, then you need to understand that your well-being is interlinked with the well-being of your ancestors who are not here on the earth plane anymore. They are gone, still they are living. And whenever they are there, the impact is felt on your life here. Please understand, we are not talking superstition. These are experiences that we have seen people go through over the past 2 decades. We have seen people make these journeys and then have amazing transitions in life. If your grandfather or great-grandfather, your father, your mother, or your brother, or even your departed son is unhappy, it will definitely tell on your health and peace of mind and your finances here. Anyway, but because they are still living. At the Oneness Temple, we have this time for special prayer. And during this prayer, lot of people have amazing experiences, because sitting in the temple itself is an experience, because it's a place that you could call as a virtual powerhouse. Being there itself connects you to the consciousness of God, and then you begin to have grace there. There was this elderly woman who was sitting in the temple. After the prayer was over, a place that you could call as a virtual powerhouse. Being there itself connects you to the consciousness of God, and then you begin to have grace there. There was this elderly woman who was sitting in the temple. After the prayer was over, she went to her campus and she slept, and the next morning she wanted to see me. I got to meet her and she said, "I'm so very happy." I said, "What's the reason?" She said, "Because I slept for the first time in 4 years." She was really smiling. I asked her, "Why do you not sleep? Do you have some disease, some health problem?" She said, "No. 4 years ago, I lost my son who lives in the US. And ever since he passed away in a very tragic accident, I'm not able to sleep at all. All the time, I only get to see his face." At that time, I lived in US as well. I get to see his face, that wounded, broken face, and I feel so sad, so depressed, because he was a boy with many dreams. The pain that all his dreams have remained unfulfilled. The pain that none of us were there. His actual moment of passing away used to eat me up. Yesterday in the temple, when I prayed in the presence of Sri Bhagavan, she said, "I saw my son." It was almost physical. I saw him sitting next to the golden ball of divine grace, with me, and he smiled. The painful face of my son in his death was erased. It is erased from my consciousness, because I see the face of my son smiling, and my son spoke to me, "Mother, I am at peace now. You also be. Go to sleep." What more joy do you think I should be having as a mother than to see a son whom I thought I would never be able to see? We have also had reports of people who worked out their relationship with their ancestors. That is, they expressed their gratitude and they offered special prayers for them during the Anugrah Puja in the temple. and ones that I thought I would never be able to see. We've also had reports of people who worked out their relationship with their ancestors, that is, they expressed their gratitude and they offered special prayers for them during the Anugrah Puja in the temple. And once that happens, here people have tremendous prosperity coming to their life. All that has long been standing get cleared. Things begin to happen to them because understand you are karmically linked to your ancestors. We all have our duty towards our ancestors. We need to express gratitude. And if possible, perform acts of charity or service in their name, in their remembrance. As you do this here, as you pray for your ancestors, as you express your gratitude to your ancestors, remember their souls will move to the higher world carried on the wings of your prayers. That exactly is what she said just now. Listen to that statement again.
Daivam Sharanam Gacchami.
You should express your gratitude to them through prayer and moksha. Their spirits would soar to higher worlds, wings of blessings invoked by your prayers.
So, my dear brothers and sisters, if you have the pictures of your ancestors with you, of anybody in your house who has been close enough to you, passed away, a friend, your parents, your grandparents, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, anybody who has been close to you, just get their pictures, keep them in front of you. And if you don't have their pictures, at least get their images of your mind's eye. Close your eyes. Back at all the good they did to you. The small little they made a difference to your life. The kindness they showed to you. If they gave you. Even the pain they gave you because it helped you grow. Think of all the wonderful things they did to you. The small little they made a difference to your life. The kindness they showed to you. If they gave you. Even the pain they gave you because it helped you grow. Think of all the wonderful things they did to you. Your departed ancestors. Togetherness you experienced with your brother, with your sister, with your friend. Think of it all. Express your gratitude to them. Thank them. Think of each of those experiences and thank them. Remember, they can hear you. They can feel your gratitude. And it will appease them. It will heal the wounds they have. It will erase the hurts they have. They listen more now than when they are alive. Thank you very much. You could now kindly open your eyes. Such of you who would like to complete the exercise could do it after the program is over also. You could close your eyes and offer gratitude to your departed one. Open the photographs, open the albums you have of yesteryears of the beautiful people who were with you once on the planet, and offer your gratitude to them for participating of your evolution on your short sojourn on the planet. All right. See you next week. Namaste.